Aloha, Bob Laudick. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to be able to go over just a few things here on the 2016 Honda HRV. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do on the car, but today I wanted to go over and getting into the settings. So right now I'm on my home screen. I'm going to go into settings. Okay, there's all sorts of things we can adjust inside here. So we got your clock and info. There's multiple settings in here. We can check our clock, what type of clock we want to have. There's 3 selections. You can go to analog clock, a large digital, and a small digital. Most of my clients tend to like the large digital, so I'm going to select that. You also have a wallpaper, so it's the background. You have a blank one, which is a black screen. You got the galaxy, which is like little stars, and you got the metallic as well, and you can also select your time zone. Almost all my clients choose the galaxy view. Okay. That's a little bit about setting up your clock. You can adjust your clock here. Very self-explanatory. You can adjust the hours and minutes there. Getting into the clock format, you can select 24-hour clock or 12. A lot of my military clients, of course, choose 24. We've got auto time zone, so as you go across time zones, the car will adjust. Auto daylight as well for daylight savings times. Clock display, if you want a clock display up here, you can choose where you want it. It is in the upper right. We've turned it on. We have now selected the upper right. Okay, we also got a clock reset and info screen preference. Okay, so we can go in here and you can have your info screens at the top menu or on the info menu. Getting back to the main part here, setting up, you can get into your phone. Your phone, you can select your Bluetooth device list. Right now there's nothing paired up with the car. If there were multiple, you choose which one you want. Some phones pair up with text and email. The iPhone does not. All the Samsung and the Galaxies, the Androids do pair up. You can actually receive email in your car as well, or text I should say. Your camera. There are 2 cameras on this vehicle. If we put it in reverse, we can see what the reverse looks like here. You have the guidelines on there, which are the yellow lines. This yellow line here, the dotted line, is roughly about 1 foot from your back bumper. As you turn the wheel, you have dynamic guidelines will show you a projected path. So when we get into the settings for your rear camera, you can choose if you want the fixed guidelines and the dynamic guidelines. I recommend keeping both on. You also have a second camera. You have a camera on the side of the vehicle. The side camera is called the lane watch. It also has some guidelines. So right now, as set up from the factory, when you turn on the right turn signal, the camera will turn on automatically. Some of my clients don't like that. They want to manually turn it on, and you can manually turn it on with the button on the end of the turn signal stem. You have an option to leave the camera on for a few seconds after the camera turns off, or after your signal turns off. You can do it up to 2 seconds. Most of my clients don't like that. You have reference lines. You can turn off your reference lines. Okay, and next maneuver pop-up, you can turn that on. It will give you a different screen once you shut that off. Going into your system, all sorts of things you can do. You have a home screen. You can change the order of the icons. You just simply grab an icon and move it, kind of like on an iPhone. Most of my clients tend to like their phone, okay, and their audio closest to them. A lot of people who are using a navigation want that closest to them. You can adjust your display settings here, brightness, contrast, and so on. Self-explanatory. You can change the background color of this screen as well. The background color can be choose blue, amber, red, or violet. Most of my clients tend to choose the blue. You can change your volume. Volume can be adjusted up and down for the system. You got verbal reminders available. Okay, I've never used them. You can change your beat volume when you touch the screen. You have song by voice available as well. So if you have your iPod connected up, you can do a song by voice. Okay. That gets most of these settings there. Okay, you've got back into your system here. Okay, we went through all these. As you can see, we're good to go. Okay, In your audio, this is where you can adjust your sounds. Fade backward to forward. SVC, speed volume control. If you have noisy roads, a lot of rough roads, you can have your sound of your radio adjust up to compensate for some of the noise. Okay. Audio source pop-up, you can have your audio source on a little pop-up screen here. I don't like it personally. HD radio we have available on this car. You can get your cover art available as well, especially when you got yourself paired up with your Pandora or iPods. RDS info, I like this. Radio stations will put sometimes the artist and song inside the radio signal. You can see who it was. I'd like to turn that one on, and that gets me most of the audio. That gives you a general overview of the basic settings on the car. I didn't get into the navigation on this particular video. That would be a whole different set of video. Hope you enjoyed this video on doing a setup on a 2016 Honda HRV. I am in the EXL model. Great vehicle, perfect size for couples to haul stuff and to get great mileage. It's a really fun car to drive.